I do. I guess I do breathe heavy.
Yeah, you're fat.
Yeah, no shit.
What?
Wait, yeah, I like how he came upon that. This is here we go.
Well, you put a mic and headphones on a fat guy. He's like, I need to make some changes. I need to make some changes. I'm not like that. I don't have emphysema.
Do you, when you're doing stand-up, I've seen you pull the mic away.
Frequently.
Because you're like...
Out of breath.
And you want them to... Yeah.
Yeah.
So you do that on purpose.
I lose my breath. I'm entering 2 stages of my stand-up career where I need to bring...
Your fat and fatter stage? Is this part 1? This is fat?
I need to bring a small towel on stage and dab my forehead. Like I'm fucking...
How long of a set? If it's 10 minutes and under, you got to bring a
4
towel?
minutes.
4 minutes? You're doing guest spots with the whole rag and everything.
4+ minutes.
He's got a 5-gallon bucket of water next to him.
I need, like I'm an old black comic. I need a nice looking towel.
Cat Williams on the Pimp Chronicles.
Cat Williams on the Pimp Chronicles. And I also need to breath control. I need to hold the mic away.
How do you feel doing, generally, when you do 45, are you winded? Like, are you tired after that?
Okay, this is you know, are you?
I'm generally, no, I'm in incredible shape. I'm not tired. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes, but I'm also moving around a lot. I'm animated.
Yeah, you're physical.
I'm physical.
That's what I'm saying.
Then how are you so like this?
Yeah.
I don't know.
How you like this? This is your intervention. It's not even we should probably introduce the show. I mean, we're already rolling here. You know?
Hey,
no one cares. You know, can't we just put? People care, but people care about the yuck and
yeah. We'll put it in post.
Cares.
We'll put it in post. Yeah.
Let's do that at the end.
well, like I said, this could be. We can edit it where this could be in the middle somewhere.
Yeah,
and
people love breaking the fourth wall like this. People really love it when you Charlie Kaufman it up.
Wait. So you were saying you had a kidney stone?
I had a kidney stone.
What happened?
Tell us about it.
You know, I don't want to talk about it. It was rough. It was not as fun as everyone made it out to be.
Does anyone make it? I feel like it's horrific.
It was horrific.
Yeah.
It was. I had one a few days ago. For like a few weeks, for 3 weeks, I thought I had a bladder infection or a prostate issue.
And this for you, for the listener, Sohrab is already paranoid. So I feel like for you're like, I have an STD. I have everything. Yeah.
I have gone on record to say that a kidney stone is my biggest fear.
Yes, I do remember this. Yeah.
I'm very vocal, but it's my biggest. Anything involving the penis, the inside of the penis.
Oh, yeah. It's
terrifying.
Not good.
But yeah, I Friday night or Thursday night, I thought I had to go to the hospital, and I pissed it out, and it was the most. It was a terrifying.
Did you save it like for the
Cameron,
tooth fairy?
Everyone has asked me like people have gaslit me to be like, why didn't I see it in the toilet? Which is insane because I'm sure it was microscopic. I'm sure it was probably very hard to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like a fish pebble.
Yeah, everyone's made me seem like an idiot where I'm like, I'm looking for a Skittle in
I
there.
think because your size, they're just assuming your dong is big, maybe, and maybe it was just a bigger stone.
No, I wasn't going to say that. I thought
Penis.
just because his size, everything else inside him is also bigger.
Well, that's what I mean, too.
Yeah.
Is this the podcast? Is this just the pod? You guys dunking on me for being fat?
You get the benefit of, you get fat privilege on stage. You know that.
What does that even mean?
That means fat people are funny, and people like to see fat people.
Shut the fuck up. Not all
up there.
Fat people
Chris Farley, dude. You have the Chris Farley.
It's a weird go-to. One guy.
But hey, how iconic.
Hey, do you notice how Drew Carey used to be fat and funny? Now he's skinny. Not so funny.
See?
He was
fat privilege,
you know,
dude.
people call him fat. He was you know, he's a Marine. If you actually see him in his Tonight Show debut, he's fucking jacked. He's a big. Well,
really?
Tyler, why don't we go ahead and pull that up?
Now, and I'm not. This is not trying to be an asshole, but how many do you feel like general discomfort?
No, I'm actually, for as big as I am.
Yeah.
I am fairly active. I am fairly active.
Yeah.
I bartend. I'm on my feet a lot.
Yeah. You're on your feet at least what?
Yeah.
8 hours a day.
I'm not generally uncomfortable all the time, you dickheads.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm concerned for you, you know?
I'm concerned for those shoes. He looks like he's ready to break out of them. Like the Incredible Hulk breaking out of his...
Wait, also, let's address this. I don't like how Pete is on a higher plane than us.
He's lording over us.
Yeah, what is this?
Because
before you got here, I was like, oh, I sat down here. I'm like, this seems good, right? He's like, yeah, that's how it should be laid out. Like, he knew he was going to sit at that
Pete,
chair.
you kind of look like an Amish guy who discovered Ed Hardy.
Yeah. Is that so? But this is your place. You made a choice with that.
I'm a 6'5" man, and the chair.
How
long have I been coming here? 5 years. This is Pete, our barber.
Yeah,
my barber, and then I got Vic onto him.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. Sohrab was the key, and then I got my friends actually told me about it too.
Any comics? Anyone I know?
I actually don't tell. So Pete knows this. I don't like to tell too many comics
Because you don't. Okay.
I don't want them having a good haircut.
We're hurting your business. So.
Yeah. Well, also, realistically, they're not going to afford it. They can't afford it.
That's fair.
Yeah, this is a
that
high
is
end.
100% fair. And I'm sick of pretending like we are poor. You know?
Yeah. Look at this coat. You think this guy's poor? He has holes on the street, people. Okay, he's out here
He's
making
got
money.
holes in his shoes.
There's no holes. You know how I actually when I bought this coat 3 days ago, and I actually went to. I got the code of DXL, but people think that DXL.
Where the hell's DXL?
You know about DXL. Shut
I know
the fuck
DSL.
up. No,
is that the shoe store?
No,
No.
DXL is
It's the fat people store.
fat people store.
Yeah.
Where's that?
I go to the good one. I go to the one downtown.
There's a good one.
There is a good one. I go to the one downtown, right next to the Ralph Lauren restaurant. Okay,
I've never heard of that.
Is
store.
there like a hierarchy of fat people? Like when you go into a DXL, are you like, hey, I'm a better fat than
yeah,
you?
there are because there's the fatties who go in the DXL and just buy sports stuff.
Oh, like they're gonna work out.
Yeah. No, I don't mean sports stuff.
It all
I mean,
begins today.
no, I mean shirts with sports stuff on it.
Go
and buy
like the gear. Yeah.
Well, that's like Johnny, my barber. He does that all the
Yeah.
time. He'll be like, I'll be like, hey, I told him, I was like, well, I started exercising this after I had my little hospital stint a couple months ago. And he was like, I'm like, yeah, you should take a walk. It's nice to walk.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I got to get some shoes. I'm like, so you don't own any shoes? Is that what you're telling? You can't.
It's always something to prevent.
That's
yeah.
That's Johnny. Every time he comes up, there's always something.
Yeah. But no, this is so you got ideas.
I go to DXL and then there's the fatties who get like the shirts with the Patriots or whatever on it.
Yeah.
And then there's the there's the fatties who buy the cheap DXL stuff, like the affordable stuff, like the
clearance.
Well,
Yeah.
it's not even. It's
I mean, not that jacket.
It's all
No.
brand.
That jacket was definitely not
No,
unclear.
this was very expensive.
Yeah.
I love this jacket.
So-
I'm not
thank
going to
you.
say out loud how much the jacket
We're gonna look
was.
it up. We're gonna edit this in post. We're gonna put
Oh,
it
that's a good idea.
$350.
350.
350.
See, and here's another
Which
question.
isn't a lot for a jacket. You get a nice winter jacket.
It's
you get
what-
a Brooks Brothers,
yeah, it's what you would-
double vested thing. It's going to be like $600.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this was a steal.
It's good. And see, this is
But there's a whole back section of DXL that's designer clothes.
Is
And
that,
there's
that where that's
This is where this was.
Oh.
So there's only about.
Do you beeline it there when you
I
go
do.
to the
I
store?
go every time.
You
I
don't
go,
even-
And there's
yeah.
only
Yeah.
six. There's only like 5 or 6 brands that have. It's Lacoste, Ralph Lauren, Vineyard Vines, Brooks Brothers.
Those are all in Fat Guy stores?
These
That's
are
in the-
all in fact. These are
Yeah.
brands that continuously make fat people clothes.
Any of these clips are going to be pulled down for bullying. I just realized this. Every single clip. There's a fat guy store. Well, also, do fat people clothes cost more because it's more
Yes.
fabric?
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
well, which is
Absolutely.
it's not that much more fabric.
It's a- I
You're
mean,
not covering a
but
swimming
it does
pool.
cost more.
It does cost
I
more.
thought when you walked in, I was like, there's 3 like African kids in that jacket underneath. There's like, that could fit so many people.
This is so bad. This
I
is
thought
actually-
it was
this
Fozzie
is-
Bear when he
Yeah.
walked
This
in.
is
He's-
actually 2 sizes larger than what I normally wear because I wanted this coat so much. And
you
the
were
fa-
willing to be like,
and actually the fact that it's oversized has a different look about it. Like if
It
this
looks
was-
cooler. It looks
It
cool.
looks cooler
Yeah,
now that
yeah,
it's
yeah.
oversized.
It's an overcoat.
It's an overcoat. Yes.
So normally that's supposed to be just like riding up till.
that's supposed to be like a jean jacket, like what you got on.
Yeah, it's a-
I'm worried
so
someone's
see?
going to see the inside of it and be like, "This is a 5XL."
I know.
I'm going to be like,
That's
yeah.
why you can never take it off.
You should try it on. I'd like to see what it looks
You
like.
oh
on
yeah, we
you.
get that for that's a Patreon content. You know, we
Ooh.
gotta let's
Ooh,
put that
that's
on
a
the.
good idea. I like that.
No, I don't want to risk that being popular. And then now the whole show is just you trying to skinny
on.
people try on fat people's clothes.
One of the ideas we had was to shoot on location. I think we can still do some remotes, right?
Well, yeah, we're doing the sweat lodge.
Yeah, we're doing the sweat lodge, but I wanted to go. We should go shopping, and we go to the store, and I just try on. I feel like that they're gonna kick me out of the store if
Not
I'm
if
in
you
the,
find a friendly store. Not if you find a friendly store.
a friendly way. Yeah, I'd be like, hey, we're trying to highlight your business.
Yeah,
you
like
know?
Menards.
Menards. Yeah.
You shop at Menards for clothes.
Hey, once in a while, you got to buy a
You look
flannel.
like a Duluth trading guy.
Yeah, Duluth.
No, I did go in there. I was not impressed.
Really?
I was not impressed.
I mean, that's like I don't think we can even go in there. I don't think that's for people of color. Yeah, you can't
Yeah, it's not a.
No, we can ironically wear it. Brown people are wearing Carhartt and stuff.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's a hipster thing, and brown people are wearing that too.
Yeah.
The Carhartt and what's the other one? The everyone has the hat, the Carhartt hat.
Yeah,
that's
and
the
Dickies and Carhartt. It's
Dickies.
big.
Yeah, I don't know. It's very industrial. I don't. Do you like that stuff? Like
I
that?
do.
Yeah.
I do. I my lady likes it, so I do it for her.
Mm.
She's from the country, so.
Yeah. What do you?
What country? She's from.
Wait, actually,
she's from
Sohrab is one of the
country.
funniest, one of the best jokes. I think it's like I think you do it when someone's like heckling in the crowd or someone's being a
I'm
little
not
loud.
from this country. I'll hit a woman.
Oh, it's so funny because he gets away with it, but it's some woman to be talking about.
I
It's
will
so
say,
funny.
I don't always get away with.
Oh, really? People have given you pushback?
It has never got. It's one of those jokes where, and we'll insert it here in post.
Yeah.
Someone, ma'am, come up here and open. Ma'am, I'm not from this country. I'll hit a woman. Open the door.
It doesn't necessarily get me yelled at after the show or in trouble, but it does do that thing that I think you probably know, where you feel the energy being sucked out of the room.
Yeah, you have to rebound.
And you
Yeah.
know that you caused it. You
Yeah.
know that you're like, oh, the last thing and I did that last night, and I'll tell you what I said last night that I should not have said. And this is definitely going to get taken down for bullying. There was a gal near the front row, and she looked very goth.
Okay.
But she looked like she could lift weights.
Wait, really?
So she was in shape.
She was.
No.
I wouldn't say in shape. She was.
Was she hefty or was
No,
she like
All
built?
I said
Thick.
was, you look like Wednesday Addams if she worked on a cheese farm. That's what I said.
You
And
said
then
this on stage to her.
I said this on stage, and here is the interaction that followed. Which is this. I shouldn't be saying this out loud because I will not get booked for this. So I said, "You look like Wednesday Addams if you worked at a cheese farm," and she goes, "Why?" And no one laughs. And then someone at the other end of the room goes, "'Cause you're fat."
Oh,
damn.
And I was like, no, that's not what I meant at all. I was like,
You just meant because you look like you're in shape.
You look like you could
farm stuff.
You look like a farmhand. You
Yeah.
look
Yeah,
like-
well, you
Which
said,
also isn't a great compliment
Not a
either.
compliment. I realized that.
well, it's bad on both levels.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
cheese. He's saying cheese
Yeah.
farm, so he's thinking that's what
I
he's probably
was
thinking.
trying to say dairy farm.
Either way, no one's like wants to be compared to like, hey, you look like you work
In a
in a country environment.
look
No
like
one
yeah.
wants to be
That's-
told. like,
even if they are,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
don't want to be.
But I can see you weren't trying to. Your first thought wasn't to be you're fat. You're saying you look like you can do manual labor.
Yes, that's what I was
That's
going
what you're
for.
trying to say. But that guy was like, "No, man, you fat as hell from the back."
Oh,
What
no.
did that guy? Did that get a laugh?
He got a huge laugh.
Oh,
so how much did he get paid that night?
yeah.
He was heckling the whole night, but
And then
he
he,
was...
and then he
That's-
headlined over you.
Well, you could probably relate to this. It was one of those suburb shows where the audience, by the time I was up, they were hammered.
Yeah, dude, these suburb shows.
These
get
suburb
wild.
guys
Yeah.
get... Yeah,
I'm
you're
just
Morton
kidding.
Grove because you're a suburb fella.
I am.
Yeah.
I am not in the city.
Glenn Ellen.
Glenn
But
Allen.
when you lived in the
yeah,
city...
that is the neighborhood.
Yeah, that is a. Yeah.
But when you lived in the city, you lived in the city because you were like a
I
punk
did.
rock guy and you were going to shows all the time.
Sure.
What's the biggest band you've seen?
What do you mean the biggest band?
Like what's like out of all like who's probably the most famous?
AC/DC?
Wow, that's cool.
Nice.
What's your favorite concert you've ever been to?
I don't know.
What's like the most memorable? What's the one that stands out?
There was a show at. I mean, I'm going to talk about bands you guys don't even fucking know, but there was a show. It was it was Braid, who's from Chicago, Champaign, Chicago, Urbana, I think, something like that, and then Los Crudos, which is a very intense political Latin punk band.
Oh, you were talking about this the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to hear some of this.
They
Sounds
they sound fun.
Sounds cool.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
They're one of the best Chicago bands.
Are they
We'll
still?
play
they're-
some overhead right now.
Yeah, yeah, I want to hear that. Well, we'll have to do 14 seconds so we don't get sued or whatever. Do it.
Which is interesting because they're a political band. So why
Yeah,
are they,
right, right.
Maybe socialism. Give us some of your music for free.
That would be a fun we could to do on location. Go in the back room, like green room with a band.
Oh,
and
you
do a little-
now we're just brainstorming out loud about cool ideas we should do. That's that should be the whole thing. Is we should go to. Cool
and then we never do anything. The audience is like, when are they going to do that? That sounded really fun. We just never leave the shop.
Yeah.
Should be called Hopes and Dreams. That should be the podcast.
I saw Helmet recently.
I saw them.
Helmet's great.
I saw them back in the day.
Vic, it's like 40-year-old dudes, 45-year-old dudes fucking.
Oh, they're older than that. 'Cause I'm
hardcore.
46. They're older than me.
They're 55
They
years
gotta
old.
be in their mid-
just
early-
going at.
I love that. That's awesome.
And Paige is
Yeah.
and the guitar player is a jazz guitar player. He's
Oh.
amazing. Did you have a Clutch shirt on?
I love Clutch.
That's so funny.
It's a metal band that sings about robots a lot.
They're a stoner rock
They're
band.
stoner metal.
We know,
stoner metal.
you know, Hari Rao.
Yeah, he's in a stoner metal
He's
band.
in this guy we know is very funny comedian. He's in what's it called?
He would maybe if he lets us backstage, we'll record an episode.
Yeah,
there.
yeah. And they do their
It's
whole
nerd
thing.
rock.
It's nerd rock. So once a year they get together, they play. They have a cult following, and they do.
What's the band called?
Oh shit.
Yeah, look it up while we're doing this. But they play all these like Nintendo game the
Yeah.
theme songs, and they do music on that live.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it's like people
think I've
love it
heard of
because
it.
it's so nostalgic that
Right.
it has this huge following. And they
I've
do
had-
like one show a year. They go on the tour for like 10 days, sell out every show.
Yeah.
And it's just funny because this guy like is a comedian. He has like a sweater vest. He has he's a little guy. He's an accountant. Like it completely does not match. And then it turns out he's this crazy rocker on the side.
That's awesome.
And we had no idea. No one had any idea. And he's like, "Oh, I'm playing this like sold out show at Chuba's."
It's crazy because he does shows and you find that out and you're like, well, you're already famous.
Yeah. What are you
You
doing?
already have
These?
hundreds of thousands of fans.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
So this is how you judge fame, is by fans?
Yeah, it's a pretty good.
Likes, views, and fans. That's the
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I
need to work
Fight
on it.
Dragons.
I Fight Dragons. That's what it is.
Oh, I've never heard of them.
Hari Rao. Look it up. Look it up, people. Look at the camera shot here. Want to give him the due. But yeah, I mean, that's why I was like, why are you doing comedy? You're
Yeah.
done already.
You're
You're
Maybe he's like all these other guys, like Johnny Depp. He's like, I'm really a musician,
I just
but
yeah.
I got into
Yeah.
acting because, or
If you
Keanu
succeed in like
Reeves or
one
whoever.
art form, it's like so hard to do music as well. It's like you're already good at that. Like, why would you try to get good at another thing that's extremely
yeah,
difficult?
Bruce Willis. Stick to the hits.
Yeah, man.
I don't know why he didn't get off his singing career. Why he left that?
Well,
That-
he's not doing well.
well,
Yeah.
but he hasn't sung for a while, and that was really where his passion was.
Or who else is?
I mean, Swayze,
So the guy who was in Birdman,
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton's got a band.
Oh, does he?
Does he really?
Yeah, it sucks.
I can't imagine.
I haven't heard any
Michael
musician.
Keaton, come on the show, defend your
Yeah,
band.
yeah. Fuck you, Keaton.
Defend-
Your band sucks. That's how we get the. This is how we get the beef.
Eat my ass, Keaton.
We need a good beef to get the
I don't
buzz
think
going.
we
We're the
should-
worst
I don't think we
Batman.
should be fucking fucking with Batman.
Yeah, you're a good point.
He was the
Good
worst
point.
Batman.
He was. Oh,
I'm gonna tell you right now. Best Batman, George Clooney. George
Are
Clooney
you,
was.
are you trolling?
I'm not trolling you.
That's
No,
a troll.
that is not a troll.
Anybody who's listening
George
to this right
Clooney
now,
is real life Batman. George
Anybody-
Clooney is real life Batman.
What do you mean
are-
by that? What do you mean
He
real?
is. If there was anybody in the world, if someone just started showing up in major cities and beating up criminals, and they were like, I wonder who it is. Who is the time, the reach,
The resources.
the resources? George Clooney. He knows. He probably knows people in the military. He's
Where are you getting that? What are you?
He probably knows people in the military.
you know,
Where
he
is
probably-
this?
he
Where is that coming
probably,
from?
He played Michael. He played Michael Clayton. So he probably has like connections, like deep, like
This theory is falling apart so quick.
he can do it. Good George Clooney.
Because you wear that jacket, do you have connections in that hat? Do you feel like you
might.
got connections on
I
the
got
street? You
military-
got
I have military- I
bitches?
have
You got
military-
bitches in
I have
that with
military
that hat on?
connections.
Military.
Clooney's suit was the only suit that had nipples.
Yeah, you know why that was?
Why?
The director.
The director demanded the nipples.
Yes.
Why did the director? Like, what was the
Well, the
reason?
story is that he's gay, and that's
So
why
what
he-
does that
Wait,
have
what do
to
you mean?
do with
Because
nipples?
it was supposed to turn
Pete.
men on. I don't know.
It does
It
turn
fucking
me
worked.
on. Well,
I
it
know.
Sohrab was
works.
talking about it right now. It worked.
I know.
Yeah.
But I
Dude.
think that was the
Wait,
whole.
let's take a sidebar here. How do you guys feel about nipples? Do nipples turn you on?
Yes.
So long
Yes.
pause.
Yes. I'm thinking back. I'm thinking back
You're
to
thinking back to all the
I'm
nipples
thinking
you've
back to all
seen?
the nipples I've seen, and I gotta say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Are you
I don't-
anti-nipple?
No, I'm pro nipple. Look, free the nipple. I'm pro nipple. Everyone knows
Pierced
that.
nipples freak me out.
I will say, visually, I think I like him, but yeah, I don't like putting him in my mouth. I don't like touching him. It's cold. I don't enjoy it.
Cold?
Yeah.
Why are we including needles?
It's not
Yeah.
that big of a. What is she wearing? A fucking bone in her
But
titty?
I love a good nipple suck here and there, and if it's a metal
Well, they
object,
like it
None of
too.
this is usable.
They like it. They like it too.
but if it's metal in my mouth, I don't like that.
This is. I don't know if we can get. Okay.
Oh, metal
Have you
in
noticed
your
that in
mouth.
Japanese pornagaphy, a lot of the ladies.
Excuse me, I don't watch pornography.
Weird flex, but I've noticed that in Japanese pornography, the ladies will suck on the men's nipples, but in Western pornography, doesn't happen.
It's like in Australia, the toilet flushes the other way. It's like the nipple gets sucked in a different direction.
I wonder if rim jobs are the same way.
Oh, interesting.
You think
And
they
that's
go-
another thing. If
Yeah.
I see that in a pornography, I'm out.
You don't enjoy it,
Rim
yeah.
jobs. If anyone licking a butthole, I'm like, get out of here. I didn't sign on for that. I don't want to
Yeah.
see that. I don't want to think about the cleanliness situation of your set. Like, like, how clean is that? Like, why are you doing that to this man? Like,
You
why?
need a tushy.
I don't like it.
That's our.
Yeah.
That's
It's a
our,
lot
this
of
is our
prep.
first
And
endorsement.
I know they're not doing the prep.
Yeah.
You know, it's
I
a lot
mean-
there. That's their work day. You're not doing.
It's
Yeah.
a work
Yeah,
day.
yeah. Well, you're
It's
not.
a work day.
It's not like if you had it's like your birthday and you're like, I know I'm preparing for this, I got to do it. But if you're day in day out, like,
Wait a minute. Birthday, you will clean out your butthole
No.
just in case.
I'm just saying, I'm trying to put a hypothetical out there. You know, it's not about me. All right, this podcast is not about me. No, but I think it's like when people do that in normal life, it's not something that's like a daily thing, right?
Did you hook up with a stripper recently?
Look, we're not going to confirm or deny these allegations. You know, she could be watching the program. You know, this is. Yeah, that was interesting. We'll talk about that a little bit. I mean, just the business model.
In the comments, you can leave your name, and I'll
Yeah.
give you Vic's phone number.
Yeah. If you think about it, I was thinking about this is a gig work thing. So stripper, also OnlyFans, right? While we're talking, she's getting tips from OnlyFans just as we're hanging out. Yes, literally, it was like a video game. I'm hearing like little like coins
Well,
being
so
deposited.
she's popular.
Yeah. But
Okay.
it's crazy. She was like, "Oh yeah, I make a lot of money like just doing like direct message videos." Like, I don't. This is interesting to me. Guys who will pay for like content.
Yeah.
See, I never
insane.
got past the point. Like porn to me, I was like, it's utilitarian. I'll use it. I'll go on there. I'll do what I need to do. But I'm not like I don't need to go further. Do you guys feel like you want to like the further thing? Or
I
you
need
don't-
like 2 minutes of
Yeah.
any video.
yeah.
I have my positioning that I like. I know what I like to see. I like the angles that I know. I
Yeah.
fast forward, go right to. I have
Yeah.
them saved. I know what
Yeah.
videos I want. Like do.
But you're not like that's it, and then you're done.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I find
what
the same way.
What am I supposed to do? Massage myself
Yeah.
afterwards?
Look yourself in the mirror and be like, how was that for you? Yeah.
No, I look at myself and like. I just lower my head.
What
and
about
shake.
you? What did you feel like you want a connection?
I pay for 2 OnlyFans subscriptions.
You do.
One is a friend that I'm just supporting.
That's such a fun way to say it. But what do you mean? Do you actually look at the content? Or you're just like, hey, here's.
No,
the
I don't
thing.
really. I mean, we're pals. So we're like internet friends, and she was like,
I guess it's like a comic. You buy her album.
One
you
day
know?
one day we were chatting online, and she had brought up how she was short on cash, and I told her that a friend of mine, this is true, a friend of mine from college who's very, she's mercantile. She's Italian. She's from the Mediterranean. She she's got a good business sense to her, right? She, to make money, would take foot pics and then started like a foot site,
Foot fetish, right?
and then would also send the men her dirty underwear and socks.
Yeah,
And she made
that's
a
crazy.
fucking
Yeah.
killing.
Oh, yeah.
And I just was I wasn't trying to be gross, but I pitched this. I was like, listen, like I literally just got off the phone with a friend of mine who started doing this, and she's making a killing. If that's because my pal is like, she's like sexually forward. She's like, you know what? She's like, she's woke. She's like.
Wait.
I don't know how to call it. What do you call it?
Woke.
I don't
know.
think it's woke.
I don't know
think
what's
that's the
woke. That's
term.
not the word I'm looking
She
for.
knows what's going on.
She's,
Yeah.
she's liberated.
She's liberated.
Sexually
She's a free-
liberated.
she's a free
spirit.
spirit.
Free spirit.
So I pitched it, and I was like, "Hey, listen, like, my friend does this," and she was like, "Oh shit, all right, I'll actually talk about it." And then like a few weeks later, she was like, "I went another direction. I started like an OnlyFans," and I was like,
Is she?
"No."
And it's doing well, or
It's not it's like cosplay. It's a lot like cosplay. I'm not really like, but it's like she's
okay? So that's that one. That's the friend. Now
That's
what's
the friend.
What's the other one?
The other one is this Eastern European woman on Instagram who is just hot.
And is your
What's her
girlfriend?
I haven't talked to her about. I haven't like. I'm not gonna snitch on myself.
What's her name?
I'm not, I gotta look.
Why
it
don't
up.
you give her a plug?
I don't know if I just plug. And I paid for 1 month and then I canceled it. So I just
okay.
for. I just was like, you know what? Let me just see. And it's very classy stuff. No, I don't want to give your name because I don't want to let you guys know what I'm into. I don't want to let you guys know what I'm into.
Why not?
I like how you're like, I'll support my friend, but this person who also needs support, no, I will not do it.
Yeah,
because I don't need you guys knowing my
taste.
my taste.
Yeah.
Why?
Because
Who gives a
she
shit?
has a specific. She's like a whole vibe to her.
So what?
What?
What's wrong with that? Why? What are you embarrassed?
I don't like the idea of you guys knowing what I'm into. I'm
What do
a
you,
very
what do you
private
think
person.
we're gonna do
Yeah.
with this information? But it's nice to know.
She's at your next
I
show.
like to know.
She's just
Yeah,
like,
I would love if she came out. Her name is Sarah. She's very attractive.
Okay. Sarah.
Yeah.
Does your wife care about?
I
your
might get in
porn?
trouble for that. I don't know. But I paid for 1 month and I canceled it.
Okay, so
So
you're
if my
off
girlfriend
the,
is listening, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I paid for 1 month and I was like, you know what?
And did you
It
feel?
was $5. It was well priced.
Yeah.
Did you save any pictures? Is that why?
No,
you
that's
got-
weird. I just wanted to see what I honestly was just curious because her Instagram
You couldn't just Google images of her nude.
No,
and
that's
see?
not how it works.
See, that's why this is what I'm saying though. This
That's
is what going
not
back
how it
to.
works.
This is why you get the better content. You also get the personal
Well,
content.
it's not even that. It's like if you got Instagram, sexy Instagram ladies you follow, sometimes you're like, oh man, well, maybe I just want to see what else you got. Like I'm just curious.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
want to
curious.
see you full on naked.
But
Are
no,
you
she
getting
doesn't
railed
even,
or something?
She doesn't even do any. Her OnlyFans is incredibly classy. And not even
And
a
that's
nipple.
why that's
not
why,
even a nipple.
and that's why he
Not even
dropped
a
it
nipple.
after a month.
Yeah,
He's like,
you're
what
like,
am I paying money for? I'm
I
not
will
doing
say
this.
that went
This-
into the decision
this-
making process.
This
where I was
tool
like,
is
Yeah.
useless to
I'm
me.
getting pretty much the same content
Yeah.
on Instagram.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. all
It's
right.
like a new screwdriver. It doesn't
Yes.
even exist anymore.
Yes.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, I was asking you, does your wife care about like you watching porn at all?
I mean,
You do it when
I don't
she's not.
discuss
You don't
it.
disclose it. Yeah. Yeah. It's
I
just
mean,
like
she knows. She told me once. She's like, you know how your girls always pick up your phone and like, well, what time is it? Or they'll like look at something on the internet. And she was like, I'm like, be careful what you're opening. She goes, believe me, I do not even want to know what you look at.
Yeah,
like
I
she
don't-
knows, like
Yeah.
she knows my humor and how I am.
yeah.
yeah.
I don't think she wants to know what.
Judge
I look
based on your humor and what you're into, I'm assuming you're into stuff films. That's what I'm assuming. What do you
No, he looks more like he's like the director.
Can I tell you
like
guys about-
he's just like he's involved in it. It's not like he likes it. He's like I'm behind the camera.
Can I tell you guys the most disgusting thing I heard today?
Yeah,
I was
please.
bartending and I was just chatting with a regular, and we were talking about I don't know what we were talking about, but he started talking about his friend who was a dominatrix, right? And she worked at a club downtown.
Okay.
And he asked her, he was like, "What's her specialty was poop stuff,
Ooh,
right?
she's a scat chick.
She's a scat lady. Her specialty was she'll dump. She'll
Wait,
take
scat isn't scat also like
Yeah,
yeah, which
Yeah.
is so
Like that.
funny that it's also shit stuff. It's
Yeah.
just a fun because I always think of like the '50s guy like moving around.
Cab Calloway, some Cab Calloway stuff. He's like,
And then it's
"Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba."
Who- imagine some old man be like, I would love to look
I
at.
always think about the Corn song where he randomly starts scatting.
Just picture some poor old guy trying to relive his like youth, and he Googles scat, and he's like, "Oh my god!"
Isn't it called? I think it's called scat, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think we're.
I don't know if
Yeah.
the classy people. I don't know if us podunk, and the real people are like,
Yeah.
I prefer dookie porn or whatever.
Dookie,
she was-
Dookie porn.
But her specialty was scat.
Okay.
So he asked her, and again, this regular was telling me this. He asked her, he was like, if you have 5 clients in an evening, how are you taking
Good point.
5 dumps?
yeah, good
and
point.
she was like, well, what I would do is I would.
Oh no, I don't want to. I know where this
You
is
know-
going. Okay, but continue. I know where this is going.
She would take a dump, put it in a Ziploc bag,
No, I knew it.
put it in
I
the
knew it.
put it in the freezer of,
No.
of the BDSM club. So they had a break room with a fridge.
You imagine that's your. I have a complaint. Okay, as an employee, I'm like, hey, someone's taking my food and also shitting in the fridge. Okay, freezer. Yeah.
And then she would say before the appointment, she would throw it in the microwave.
Oh,
Jesus.
God.
Lord
that wild?
Almighty.
That is the worst thing I've heard in a long time.
Isn't that wild?
Oh.
And this is a bar
Tell me
with
more.
families.
Yeah.
everywhere.
Tell me more. I'm
Yeah, I'm
interested.
there. I'm at the bar listening to this, and I'm like, yeah, that's. Oh shit, she put it in the microwave. You want fries, or tater tots with that? Tots. Okay.
Yeah, that
just
is
tots.
man. That is great.
I had a girl. I dated a girl who she did ask me to pee on her.
Mm-hmm.
But she was also obsessed with, she wanted me to wear a Spider-Man mask.
No, she didn't. Shut the fuck up, Pete.
Swear
We're not setting a
God.
precedent
Swear
of you making stuff
to
up.
God.
You're serious.
Swear
Why
to
is
God.
Spider-Man there?
Because I don't know why she was obsessed with Spider-Man.
But did she make you? In addition to that, did she be like, you got to act out something?
No,
or
no, no,
nothing?
no. She just wanted me
Just
a
the
Spider-Man
mask.
mask.
But
And
specifically
I
Spider-Man.
think I did it for like once, and then I was like, this is...
I think she wanted you to wear a mask, and a Spider-Man mask is all you had available. You fucking dork.
It wasn't at my house. it
She's
was
like,
at
I
her
felt bad
house.
with the paper bag, but here, why don't you use a mask?
Well,
Yeah.
she did bring up the pooping thing too when we talked
Yeah.
about, and I was like, I can't go there.
Yeah,